morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Tracy with JDL Threads. And what I'm going to be doing for you today is I am going to be making that Black History shirt that I promised that I would be making for myself, as I've already made one for my granddaughter, and now it's time for me. Got to get it done before the month is over, guys, because we got to celebrate Black History as well as all these other holidays. So I would just like to say, if there's anyone watching my channel for the first time, welcome to the channel. Anyone who's returning, welcome back. So the design that I'm going to be doing today is also a I Am Black History design that I did get from Creative Fabrica. So let me go ahead and show you how to upload that into the space, and so we can get that cut out and make it. Okay, everybody, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and I hope you can see my mouse. We're going to come over here to New, right here where it says New. There's my mouse. Okay, and we're going to push New so that we can get a new canvas. And I had already started a canvas, so I'm just going to push Cancel because I'm already on the new one. We're going to push Upload so we can upload our design. We're going to find the design that we're looking for. We're going to click on that, and we're going to put Add to Canvas. Now, once you see that it comes into the canvas, you see that it is an all black design, which is fine, but I don't want it to be an all black design. I want to have it a colorful design for the colors for the I Am Black History colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to duplicate, and I'm going to duplicate it 4 times. As you can see there. So now I'm going to move each one over. So that now we have 5 different objects on our canvas, 5 different images, because we're going to have this face be black with the words black. The eye and the earring is going to be red. The am is going to be yellow, and the history is going to be green. So what we're going to do is we're going to select one of our images. We're going to go down here to contour, and we're going to go ahead and start changing all these colors. So I'm going to push hide all contours, and the first contour that we have is the black face. Excuse me, you guys. So I want to keep that face black, and I want to add back in these little dots here. So I'm just going to click on those to make those have color instead of being a white color. We want to make those a black color so that they show up as the design that we want to choose to make those colors black. I'm also going to go ahead and click the word black because I want that to be black as well. I'm going to make this a little bigger in here because I want to go in here and I want to get this little circle in the B and this little circle in the A because I want that to cut out as well. All right. I'm going to shrink that back down, and then I'm going to close that box out. And then as you can see over here, whoops. As you can see over here, our design should say black. As you can see over here, now we have our design for black. We have our design for black and our face, which we are going to keep those 2 black. What I'm going to also do is come over here, and this is going to be like our template design where we're going to put everything back together. And just so I can lay everything on top, I'm going to turn that one pink. Okay, so our next color that I want to choose is the red. So we'll click another one of our images. We're going to go down here to contour, and we're going to hide all contours. And I'm going to select the eye and the little part of the earring because I want that to be red. Now we already have the black lady face lit up, but I don't want that to be red. So I'm going to click on that to delete that off. And then we're going to push an X. So now we have the eye and the earring, and I want to turn those red. So we're going to go up here to our color box, and we're going to hit red and change those to red. We're going to select our next image. We're going to go down to contour. We're going to hide all contours. And now I want to use the word am, and I'm going to make that yellow. So I'm going to click A and the M, and I'm also going to click that little piece of circle in the A because I want all of that to be yellow. I'm going to click on the face to turn that off. We're going to click the X, and now you see that I have only the word am, which I would like to be yellow. So I'm going to go over here to my color box, and I'm going to turn that yellow. We're going to do our last image. We're going to go down here to contour. We're going to hide all contours. And now I want to turn history to green. So I am going to select History because those are the ones that I want to be green. I'm going to click on the face because I do not want that to be green. I'm going to make my image a little bigger so that I can get this O to be cut out, the little circle on the O and the little circle on the R. And I'm going to close that out. And I should have the word history, but it looks like I'm missing a letter there. So let me go back in and contour that. And let me hit that R one more time. And hit that little circle in the R. And there we go. We should have the whole complete word history now. And I would like for that word to be green. So we're going to go up to our color box and we're going to hit green and we're going to click off of there. So now we have all the colors for our design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my pink template, which I'm going to use as just a base to layer everything back on top of my design to get everything the way that I want it. So I'm going to start with black. I'm going to highlight the black in the face and I'm just going to move it over here. Like so, and put it on top of that pink. Then I'm going to highlight my red. I'm going to move it over here on top of my pink template, and I'm going to go up here to arrange, and I'm going to bring that forward. And now you see that I have the eye and the earring is on top of my pink template. I'm going to select am. I'm going to move am down here. And I'm also going to select history. And I am going to move that over here. And it looks like my pink is just a little bit off center. So I'm going to scoot that over just a little bit. And I'm just going to scoot history down a little bit. All right, guys. So there is my complete design. Now, you see I have 5 layers over here. I have a green layer, I have a yellow layer, I have the black layer, I have the red layer, and I have the pink layer. Well, I don't want 5 layers. I only want 4. So I'm going to come down here to my pink layer. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to put that in the trash to make that disappear. And now you see that all I have is just my I Am Black history. And let me go ahead and get back on my black because my little piece of my black earring that goes in there, it is not there. So I'm going to click on black. I'm going to come back down here to contour, and I'm going to highlight the little circle for my black. And now you see that it did put that back into my earring. I'm going to click on red, and I'm just going to scoot that up just a little. Okay, and so there you have it, you guys. We have our 4 layers. our red layer, our yellow layer, our black layer, and our green layer. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to make it. And you will see that it will give us 4 cutting mats. 1, 2, 3, 4 for all of our colors. Because we are going to be using heat transfer vinyl, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go over here and we're going to make sure that we mirror all of our mats. We're going to click on the red mat and we're going to mirror that. We're going to click on our yellow mat and we're going to mirror that. And we're going to click on our green mat and we're going to also mirror that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead off camera and I'm going to go ahead and cut out I am and history, and we'll be back to show you how that all puts together. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to press it on our Wallapress heat press machine. Okay, everybody, now we are over to the cutting mat, and I have 4 different colors that I have to cut out: a black, a red, a yellow, and a green. So I'm going to go ahead and lay my heat transfer vinyl onto my mat. I've already cut out my black one, as you can see here. It's already been pre-cut out on the Cricut. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead on to the other colors. I'm going to show you how to get those layered, and then we're going to go ahead to the machine and I'm going to show you how to cut those out. So the next color that's set up to cut is going to be our red, which is number 2, and that is going to be the eye and the earring. And in that we have cuts from 7 inches wide to 3 inches down. So we're going to go ahead and get that set up to get cut. So give me a chance and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, and so there's our yellow mat. And please make sure that your vinyl, you guys, is shiny side down, and you want to have your vinyl mirrored to cut out, because we do have to cut the heat transfer vinyl on mirror so that it can be cut the correct way. We're going to go ahead and load that into our Cricut machine. I am going to be using the setting here for everyday iron on. Let me get that a little closer so you can see. I'm going to be using the setting for everyday iron on. I'm going to default it and just do more pressure, because I just always do more pressure. And then we're going to head over to our cutting machine and we're going to get that cut out. Okay, everybody, so now we have all of our vinyl parts cut out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go ahead and start weeding out my pieces. So first, let me go ahead and just make a little cut over here in the corner so I can get that up a little bit more easily, hopefully. And I'm just going to peel it and lift it, and we're going to pull it back. All right, and there you have it. We have our history cut out. And I did cut this one twice because I didn't see the line at first. So I do have the transfer sheet cut out a little bit, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that. We can always lay it down on top of another piece of transfer to make sure that that stays securely in place. And I think that's what I'll do. And I did lose a letter under here from the R, the little circle. So I want to see if I can try to find that. There it is, because we don't want to get that little piece put down on our shirt. All right, so that's history. Here is the I am piece. We're going to go ahead and also get that one weeded out. Okay, and so we have one more here, our eye and our part of our earring, and I'm just going to cut this extra off, you guys, because we need to save every little piece that we can. I mean, we might have some little stars or something that we want to use, so we can trim off the excess and put that to the side. And we'll go ahead and get this weeded out. Okay, 3 down, 1 to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn my mat around so that I can cut out the face on this other side over here. And then I will show you guys what that looks like. Again, just cutting off all this excess, you guys. because we might have smaller projects that we could use all that extra on, and we want to save it all. We want to save everything. Okay, and there is our beautiful black lady face with her earring, where our red earring is going to fit into there. And so I'm going to go ahead and put them all together, you guys, and let you see what that looks like. Okay, everybody, so now I have gone ahead and put the design together after it has been weeded out, and you see that it is such a nice design. I did get this one again off of Creative Fabrica, and it is I Am a Black History Lady that we are going to go ahead and put on a green Gildan t-shirt that I ordered from All Day Shirts, you guys. That's also a great site. So letting our heat press up. So letting our heat press heat up to 300 degrees is what I always press everything on. And this time I will remember that everything is going to be a hot peel except this yellow. For some reason, that one's a cold peel. So we're going to go ahead and get it pressed. Okay, everybody, so we are over at our heat press now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press my shirt to get the moisture out. I'm going to lint roll it first to get off any extra debris that might be on the shirt. This is a pretty big design, you guys, and it takes up quite a bit of the shirt. But that's fine. I wanted it to be kind of big. So we're just going to go ahead and lint roll. And then we're going to press our shirt out to get some of this moisture out. And then we're going to go ahead and get our transfer press onto our shirt. So here we go. We're going to press it down, get some of that moisture out for about 10 seconds. And I'm going to start off with the black, which is black glitter vinyl. And I've kind of got a piece of tape on where I wanted to start the shirt at. So I'm just going to eyeball it and get it as straight as possible because this is a V-neck t-shirt. So we already kind of see where our centerpiece is. Here is my little piece of heat tape that I put on my shirt so I could know where to start my design. And maybe I want to make that a little bit more tilted, you guys. So I'm going to lay that one more time. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice to me. So I'm going to go ahead and push it in. My heat press is on. And the temperature right now is 280 degrees. And because we're going to be doing a few more presses, we're not going to press this one for as long of a time. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe just press this one for about 5 to 6 seconds. And then we're going to lift it up, peel it off, and press down the other colors. All right. We'll get that lifted. And remember, the black was a hot peel, so we're going to go ahead and peel that off. Real gently. Ooh, that's hot, you guys. Be careful, girl. All right, and that looks nice. That looks nice. We got a little piece of something here. Looks like a little tiny piece of vinyl I got there, a little line, but that's fine. Barely noticeable. So there is our glitter black. Now I'm going to line up our I and M. I think I'm just going to bring it down just a little bit, you guys. All right, that looks good to me. So we're going to go ahead and put that in, and we're going to give it another press for about another 6 seconds. All right, we're going to let that up. We're going to only peel the red this time, and we're going to let that yellow cool a bit because remember last time it was a cool peel. So while that's cooling, I'm going to go ahead and set up my earring down here in the center down there. So once we peel that yellow, we'll go ahead and press our red earring. And we also have a little black piece to the A up here, and we're going to get that ready also. Can't forget that guy. Once we peel up our yellow heat transfer vinyl. So we're going to go ahead and peel our yellow now. And yes, you guys, yes, that is so amazing. Remember, the last time I peeled it, I tried to peel it on a hot peel, and that didn't work out too great for me. So this time, it worked out just great, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that little piece of A right there. And I have my black earring. Excuse me, my red earring down here. And we're going to go ahead and give it another press for about another 6 to 7 seconds. All right. We'll let that up. And first, let me peel off this little piece for the black A. Let me just scoot it back a little bit. All right. And now we'll go ahead and peel off our red hoop for our earring. And we'll go ahead and get our word history laid out on our shirt. And we'll go ahead and get that one pressed as well. So remember, you guys, this one I cut 2 times. And so it cut through the transfer, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and place it about where it should be. And I'm just going to cut off some of this little overlap here. Because I don't want a lot of that overlap. We're going to get it in place. We're going to piece these down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take me an extra piece of the Lady Blackface, and I'm just going to put that down on top of the green to make sure that that doesn't move. And we're going to go ahead and then press that down for another 6 to 7 seconds, you guys. All right, so we'll go ahead and push our platen back in, and we'll get that pressed. like that didn't work out too well, you guys, because my transfer paper got overlapped on some of those letters. Bummer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just peel off the good ones. And then I'll just reprint this S, O, and R. We'll just reprint that again, and that should be fine. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and my SOR did not come out so great because I overlapped my clear transfer. And so when I went to peel it up, it peeled up a couple of those letters. So what I did was I just went and recut those letters out, and we're going to stick them right on top, and that should remedy our situation. And guys, remember, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Don't sweat the small stuff. Everything can have a fix. Now, true, you don't want to always be making these kind of mistakes, but you know what? That's the only way you're going to learn, is learn from your mistakes. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just place this S right on top of this other S. And I think I don't want all that extra, so I'm going to cut some of that off. Just place it right on top. And then we're going to place that O right on top of that other O, you guys. Then we're just going to place that R. I think I'm going to do that O and the R separate because I don't want to run into that problem again where I have that overlapping. So we got the O, the S and the O put down again, and I'm just going to cut off some of this extra on this S because that's a little bit much for my liking. And I'm going to replace that right on top with that S and an O. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to just heat that for another 6 seconds, you guys. All right, we'll let that up. And we'll give it a hot peel, and look at that. Good as new. Can't even tell that I had made a mistake on there. So we're going to go ahead and put this R on top of this other R. I'm going to put the good R on top of the bad R. And we're going to put it back in, and we're going to press it for another 6 seconds. All right, we're going to pull out our platen, and we're going to peel it right up, you guys. Bam! Look at that. Good as new. Good as new. Bet you can't even tell that I had made a mistake, you guys. Bet you can't even tell there that I had made a mistake. Okay, so remember, don't sweat the small stuff, you guys. You live and you learn. So what I'm going to go do now is I'm going to go ahead and get my parchment paper. I'm going to put it on top of my full design, and I'm going to give it a good press for about 10 to 12 seconds so that we can seal it all in, and we should be good to go. Should be good to go, you guys. And we're going to lift that up. I'm going to pull out our platen, take off our paper, and voila! There is one of two of my I Am Black History shirts. Let me turn it this way for you guys because it is really beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one on so you guys can see what it looks like. I'll be back in a quick minute.